Hey guys, Tater Trader back again for another weekly review. Doing this review on a Friday because I got some stuff I gotta do tomorrow. Um, and then this week was kind of high up, flat. I made some decisions, and we'll talk about what I did. Our account right now is at 45,900. I sold out of a position, so that's why I'm not on margin right now. And you can see my interest there, and you can see this pending debit card purchases. So what is that? That is this thing here. So this little baby showed up from Interactive Brokers, and today I went and bought a new bottle of Jack Daniels and some Coke, and I got some steak. So right after this, I'm about to go grill that steak and just chill for the rest of the day. This is the first thing I'm buying out of my account. I didn't have to use my account to buy it, but I actually wanted to, just so you can see what some of your earnings is doing. So I went and got them send the card to me, and the card showed up today. So I was like, I'll just go buy a bottle of Jack and just celebrate the day. All right. For our trades this week, I'm out of win. It came up, so I sold the 86s, and it came up on me, and I rolled it 3 weeks, and I wasn't paying attention what I was doing, and I rolled it 3 weeks. So I didn't like that I rolled it 3 weeks. So, and it's up at my entry price, and I was up on the week, so I decided to take my profits for the week and just take the loss. So I took this is basically $570, and I sold the shares for like $80. So I took that loss on win. But I'm out, right? So that was kind of what the whole thing was. I saw myself with an out, and if I would have gotten out at 85, it would have hurt. It would have been like a $1,500 loss, which is fine because I made over 2 grand. So right now, on win, I basically made 2 grand because I gave back $500. So it's nothing to run home and cry about. But I saw out, and I said I'm taking this out because win is kind of holding me back, I feel, and I wanted to move on. And I had a lot of profits from it, so I'm just like, I'm ready to go. And this week would have been another zero week again because I had to roll those calls. So I was not feeling that. So I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna move on because next week I plan on playing Apple, and I don't want Win to be dragging on my leg while I'm playing Apple. It's just not what I want to deal with. Otherwise, from that, the trades for this week start up here, and we'll run over them real quick. Um, this week was what, the 20? This week starts with the 24th, right? So I'll just run through these trades real quick so you can see what's going on. So for this week, I had the DraftKings on, and I took it off because I wanted to play with Fazly. That's really why I took it off. So I only made 16 bucks, right? I wanted to direct the money somewhere else, so that's why I took it off. And this is me rolling my closing out my win trades and rolling trades, right? No, these are the puts, my bad. These are the puts that I had. Remember I said I was selling calls and selling puts, right? So I bought those puts back, made $200, right? So that was pretty good. And those puts were next week 71 puts, right? So I locked in that money this week. Um, and I had Penn 51, so I locked in another $150 from Penn. I had Beyond Meat calls for next week, paying me, 175 and 213, and I bought those back, and I made, 200 something dollars from Beyond. We'll talk about Beyond Meat in a second because I was dancing with Beyond, and it just stepped on my feet. So Fazly, right? We were in Fazly from last week, and Fazly opened on Monday, and it dumped, and we sold some puts on it because it dumped. Like, okay, it went down, we sold some puts on it, and basically locked in 124 there. As soon as Fazly came back up, I sold some more puts again. These 77s made 120 there. As soon as Fazly went down again. I sold the 80 puts. I sold two of them for 230 each, and I bought them back for 150, only making 150. I didn't want to hold these um that far out, so I just saw quick gain. Like these gains were hours away. Like I go do something and come back and I'm up. So I was just like, I'll take it. This was a this week one. I should have had more than one contract on, but I didn't. So I only made 54. All right, so let's talk about Beyond Meat now. I did a Neo trade. It was just a half a day trade, made 30 bucks. You know, just crumbs putting in my pocket, right? That, as I said, that's Hennessy money, right? I had BA on, I took it off, made $100, wrote the next week's contract for $190. So that was the reason why I took it off, is because I felt like BA was gonna fall on Thursday. Yeah, we'll get to Thursday. So here comes Wednesday. So Wednesday, right before the bell, I decided I'm gonna sell under my strike. Dance with the devil with Beyond and sell, some, because I'm in at 141, and sell some 130s, right? It's just 68 bucks. If it's flat the next day, these contracts are dead. Like at the bell, if this is opens at the same, these contracts are dead, right? So that was what I was going off. Nope. Beyond Meat said, "Oh, we're doing online e-commerce." So in the pre-market, Beyond Meat is already up to 130. And I was talking to Craig, and I'm like, "Man, Beyond Meat is already at 130." So, you have to do damage control. So I assessed the news, and I said this news could make Beyond Meat run and bust through 136. So instead of buying back my two contracts, I actually bought four. And I had to take a loss, obviously, on this one because now the contracts are trading at $3 basically, right? So I took a $400 loss, but I bought four, and then I turn around and flip those contracts and sold those contracts for $400 each. So I ended up recruiting 200 out of the $400 there. I didn't recruit the full loss, but you know, whatever. It's a part of the game, and I'm playing the game. But watch this side of the coin now. Remember, I had the puts on Beyond Meat, right? So those puts get shredded when that happened, right? So I bought those puts back, right? Made that money back, right? So I made that money that I lost there back, right? I'm just playing around. Um, I was trying to get filled on these puts for $20, and it took forever to fill me because I wanted to buy three of these one. I wanted to sell three of these 127 puts, but I didn't have the margin. And as I said, if I'm going below 10,000 margin, I'm either not gonna take the trade, or I'm gonna resize. So I just said I like the trade. It was basically if Beyond Meat went up at all anymore, it's gonna destroy this contract. So it went up, and I sold the contract like 4 minutes later, making $40. But if I waited 10 minutes, this contract would be useless. But it is what it is. If I had three contracts on, once I saw that thing hits like 150, I would just take it. I took the cakes off because at that time I wanted to, reconstruct my margin. So that's really what was going on there. Uh, I had a Teledoc on, and I took it off. I didn't like what Teledoc was doing. I felt like it was gonna close below my strike, and I had to roll it during the week. So this was just a play that I'm still learning, and I make mistakes, but I just didn't like the way Teledoc was looking, so I just bought it back, took the $20 loss because that's just hand wash money. So we end the week after all that terrible stuff. We end the week up $400. So what could have been a 2 grand week basically? We end the week up $400. Am I upset? No. I'm about to go pop this bottle of Jack Daniels and Coke and put some steak on the grill. So I'm actually happy, got my mind straight, and I'm ready to tackle next week when it comes. You know what I mean? That's really what it is. So we're looking for next week. I didn't have enough time to tidy this stuff up, but we can delete these wins out of here, right? These wins get deleted, but I have the Boeings on. I sold two Beyond Meat contracts. Remember, I told you Beyond Meat went up, right? So I sold two Beyond Meat contracts for next week, and these are at my actual strike. So, you know what I mean? If they take my shares, I'm dancing. Sold these, pay me 500. I have Etsy. I'm probably gonna have to roll this again because Etsy's just vomiting on itself, right? Terrible. This Neo needs to go. T Dot needs to go. I have a Fazly. This is not the Fazly that I have. I have a 80. Yeah, actually, I have a 84 Fazly. I think I have. Yeah, this is for next week. So this one is still on there. These Beyond Meat puts are not there, and pen is there. I need to fix my sheet up, but I was kind of, as I say, I'm moving around today, dealing with a bunch of stuff. I have a Peloton on too, for next week. Actually, why am I even struggling through this when I can just bring this thing up? Good thing I don't edit my videos so you guys can see how terrible I am. Yes, so everything is right here. Um, that's going on. So that's really it. I don't have anything else. We'll see how next week goes. I'm looking to get in on Apple on the put side with 3 contracts. I might not do it until until like 3:30 on Monday because I want to see what direction Apple is going to take based after the split. So that's really what I'm going to look to see. What direction are you going to take after the split? And as we can see, Beyond right here is just falling while we're recording this video because, you know, Beyond Meat just goes up and goes down. All right. Thank you guys for watching my video. And this is another recap. And as I said, you know, we're premium sellers. So, you know, all our weeks are profitable unless we choose to take a loss. I chose to get out a win because I want to free up my cash and I made my money from it and I'm ready to wash my hands from it. That's really what it is. All right, thanks guys. And as I said, comment, let me know what y'all trade below, and if you got questions, let me know. And you know, everybody's a different opinion, but my opinion was I felt like to part ways with WYNN because I at one point I was down, you know, $8,000 on it, and now I can just get out. I'm just like, okay, I'll just walk out.